Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kansas Jayhawk Dynasty. Today, the Jayhawks take on the Texas Longhorns at home. What you need to know about the Longhorns: they are ranked 20th in the nation. They are 1-1, and they are looking for a win. The Jayhawks, on the other hand, are looking to break that top 25 mold. You saw the Big 12 rankings. They are currently in the middle of the pack. Texas is far down at the bottom there. You saw Herb Street picking Texas in this one in a tough away matchup at Memorial Stadium. The Jayhawks look to match Texas step for step and prove to the nation that they belong in the top 25 and that they are a top school in the Big 12. And we are underway here as Tommy Mitchell boots that one deep. Texas decides to just take a knee. Joseph Sears, the quarterback for the Longhorns, and he's incomplete on his first pass. Sears is a dual threat quarterback. He's fast, he knows how to throw a football, and he's a threat every time his hands are on the ball. As we see here, a read option and Sears with a quick cut, and he'll pick up 14 yards and a first down. Only took 2 plays, and Texas is a hurry-up team as they go with Huff here, Derek Huff, the running back, on a little power out of the shotgun, and they'll pick up a yard. 2nd down to 9 upcoming. Pistol formation, Sears dropping back and firing to Huff again, but he's wrapped up quick by Andrew Hicks, the nickel corner, playing very well this season. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now. Sears dropping back to pass out of the gun. He's going to roll to his right, and he's brought down by David Pierce. The big man with his 3rd sack on the season. He's becoming a dominant force for us at that end spot. 4th down at 15. Obviously, Texas would punt, and Michael Johnson, the senior, taking the field. 5 touchdowns last week. We'll see how they do without John Sands in the backfield. As Johnson with a quick pass out to the left, and Isaiah Higgins is wrapped up after a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8. The starting halfback today is Joel Robinson, and he gets brought down early. A loss of 1 on the play. Robinson, a senior, he's got the most experience, and we're going to roll with him. However, we will see Adam Moss, the freshman. He's a quick, elusive back who can he can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's going to be an interesting one to watch develop. Johnson converting that 3rd down for a first there, and again, going back to Brad Meadows, and Meadows is injured on the play. We'll get an update on him later. Johnson now dropping back to pass. 1st and 10 finds Joel Robinson out of the backfield. And Robinson is not as quick as Adam Scott from last year, but he's still a good running back. He's solid. We can win with him here as Johnson's under pressure, and he's going to lose 8 yards. 3rd down and 11 coming up now. Johnson with Robinson to his right, dropping back to pass, firing one over the middle for Brian Johnson, but it's going to be ripped out of his hands, incomplete. 4th down and 11 now coming up. Tommy Mitchell trying to pin the Longhorns deep, and that's a good kick that's going to drop at the 2-yard line. A great punt by the senior Tommy Mitchell. Much props need to be given to him. He's done a good job kicking this season. Joseph Sears is going to hand the ball off to Derek Huff, who's going to pick up a first down. When the ball's on their 2-yard line, that is crushing for a defense. Always looking to get the safety there, and you get caught with it. Do you want to blitz or do you want to hang back? And right there, it didn't matter as Huff picks up a first down. 2nd and 6 now after a short run on 1st. Sears dropping back to pass and firing to the left for Jason Dowdle, the tight end, with a 5-yard reception there. 3rd down and 2 now coming up. And it's going to be a read option as Sears has some room to work. Sears has the first down easily, and then he's chopped down in half by Will Burnett. A good tackle there, but a first down nonetheless. 2nd down and 7 now, and David Dixon misses an interception on a screen, and Huff has some room to work across the 40, across the 30, and going to be brought down at about the 18-yard line. A great play there. David Dixon is going to get chewed out on the sidelines, though. What are you doing? Just make the tackle, and it would be a different story, but things go from bad to worse there as Brad Meadows is going to be injured for the next 2 weeks with a strained pectoral as backup running back Holland comes in, and he'll pick up 7 yards on 1st down. Sears again with a handoff to Holland, who's got some room to work. Holland making a quick cut to his left and picking up another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Brewer, the backup linebacker, trying to get people pumped up as he makes a big play at the goal line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. Justin Holland only got a yard on that one. 2nd down and goal here, motioning a man from right to left as Sears dropping back to pass. He's going to take it himself, and he'll find pay dirt. The first touchdown of the game. Protection broke down, and Sears said, "That's no problem, I'll take it myself," as Johnson tries to do his best impression, but he will lose 6 on the play. 2nd down and 15 now. Robinson in the backfield. Johnson with a quick pump. He'll fire it to Brian Johnson, who can't make the catch. His second big drop of the day, 3rd and 16. Now Johnson with another quick pump. He's going to take it himself. He's got some room to work. He needs 16 to get the first. Sheds a tackle and picks up just enough for the first down. A passionate run there by Johnson, willing his team to a first down. 3rd down and 5, however, on the next drive. That would end the first quarter. Johnson trying to buy time, and the ball is going to be knocked away. 4th and 5, and the run goes for nothing as the Longhorns take over. And here's Sears on a read option. Gets a block, and Sears down the sidelines, breaking a tackle at the 30. And finally, linebacker David Dixon makes the tackle. It would be 3rd down and 7 now. Fast forwarding a little bit, Dixon driving back in coverage, and he will find his receiver Mathis over the middle. Sears has a ton of composure back there in the pocket. There's no one even rushing at him. He's got all day. Sears hands off to Huff, who lowers his shoulder and picks up 3 yards. 2nd down and goal now. Kansas trying to stop the nosebleed. Sears is going to hand off to Huff, and he will lose a yard. Big Jonathan Hester on the play there. His first tackle would be a TFL. Sears trying to put his team up by 2 scores now, making a quick audible, dropping back to pass. Kansas bringing the heat, and Dowdle makes the reception 2 yards out, and he puts it into the end zone. It's 14-0. Texas. Johnson now dropping back, firing a pass to Bryant McMillan, and he drops it. The 3rd drop by a Kansas receiver. 3rd down and 10 now for the Jayhawks. Johnson dropping back, firing to Johnson, who makes the catch on this one and breaks a tackle. Looking upfield, and he'll pick up 21 yards and an easy first down there. And that is Adam Moss, the deep man in the backfield, trying to pick up some yardage. He'll cut to his left, pick up 4. 2nd down and 6 now for the Jayhawks. I formation now. Joel Robinson back in the game. Johnson rolling to his right and firing to Lance Sims, who reels in the catch for a 14-yard gain. Jayhawks are moving now. Strong I formation. Back to Moss. He will get the handoff here. Moss is going to cut to his left off tackle. Cut to his right, and he'll pick up 11 yards. Jayhawks are feeling it right now. Seeing the single high safety, Johnson audibling to a streak route, throwing one deep for McMillan, who can't reel it in. Remember, that would be Brad Meadows, who's got a little bit more of a height advantage. 3rd down and 10 now. Johnson dropping back to pass, firing to Tim Foster, who reels in this catch over the shoulder. A 26-yard gain, setting up 1st down and goal for the Jayhawks. This is a huge drive. They needed this. Their offense was sputtering, and now they are clicking, no doubt. Robinson, a deep man in the backfield in the weak I formation, in a misdirection, and Robinson's going to get stuck on a blocker. It would be 2nd down and goal. Goal line set here. Robinson gets the toss out, racing towards the pylon, and he's got it easily. Joel Robinson makes this a 7-point game. A good call there down on the goal line, just putting everybody together and then forcing them to respect that toss outside, as Sears now tucks it and picks up 12 yards on the keeper. Hurrying to the line is Texas, as Sears is going to read option again. He's got some room to work, makes a cut inside, and Dixon tries to make the tackle, but gets pushed around, an 11-yard gain there. 2nd down and 5 now. A handoff to Huff as Dixon just moves out of the way, and there's a huge gap there. Kansas going with a dime defense, which only calls for 1 linebacker. The middle of the field is wide open if David Dixon doesn't get his read right. And again, Dixon guesses wrong and gets blocked. Luckily, Jerry Harris is there coming up to make the tackle. It'll only be a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 now as Sears gives a quick draw to Derek Huff, who's going to get hit and stopped after a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 2 now. I formation for Texas, motioning a man from left to right. It's going to be a quick handoff to Justin Holland, who picks up enough for the first, a gain of 7. Texas would call a timeout. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go now in the first half, as Sears has some room to work, tries to lower his shoulder, but Jerry Harris is there to make the stop. 2nd and 2 again, and Texas again calling a timeout. 1 minute, 6 seconds left to go now in the half, as the handoff goes to Huff, who's going to get brought down. Jerry Harris, a busy man on this drive, his 3rd tackle on the day. 1st down and goal, 2 yards out. Sears with Huff in the backfield. He's going to hand it off, and Huff just walks into the end zone. Touchdown. It will be 21-7 with 58 seconds left to go in the half. Kansas could do nothing. It would be a 14-point game at the half. Adjustments that need to be made. Jayhawks need to run the ball more. And on defense, I believe they need to play with more linebackers because Texas is taking advantage of only one linebacker in the backfield. If Dixon guesses wrong, there are running lanes wide open. So we will see how the Jayhawks respond here. They get the ball to start the half as Robinson tries to lower his shoulder and he picks up 3 yards there. Hurrying to the line on 3rd down and 1, Robinson in the I formation. He'll cut to his left and he's got some room to work. Getting up to midfield, a 13-yard gain there by Joel Robinson. 1st down and 10 now, a play action. Johnson feeling the pressure, throwing to his right, and it's going to be intercepted by Montgomery, taking it down the sidelines to the 30, the 20, the 15, until Johnson finally knocks him out of bounds. A very untimely interception there. Johnson probably had someone else open, but he tries to force it to Steven Christensen. And now it's 1st down inside the red zone for Texas. And Sears, this is where he gets paid as he hands off to Derek Huff, but a big tackle there by David Pierce. He's coming on strong this year. 2nd down and 13 now. Sears dropping back to pass. He'll fire to the right to Dowdle, who's going to gain 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 coming up now. Hurrying to the line again is Texas. A big 3rd down here. Dixon following the tight end to his right. Sears firing to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Troy Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown catch. Sears 2nd on the day, and boy, that did not work out well. 7 points off the turnover for Texas. And the Jayhawks offense needs something to get going here. 2 tight ends lined up to the right as Robinson's going to cut up the gut, and he'll pick up a good 13 yards before he's stuffed. But trying to impose their will on the ground is Kansas. But is it too little too late? We do not know, as Robinson makes a nice move in the hole there. And he'll pick up 7 yards. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Jayhawks. Trying to maintain this momentum, motioning a man inside is Johnson, dropping back and firing a quick one over the middle, and Isaiah Higgins reels in the catch. It'll be a 7-yard gain. Higgins needs to step up with the absence of Brad Meadows. Johnson again dropping back to pass and hitting Joel Robinson out of the backfield. He'll tuck the ball and get upfield for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Jayhawks. I formation here, strong I formation here. Johnson under center. He'll give a quick play fake. He's going to roll to his right, looking for anybody to get open. He'll lob one deep for McMillan, who can't make the catch. He almost caught that on the rebound, but solid play by these Texas DBs. They have met the challenge of the Kansas Jayhawk receivers as Johnson lowers his shoulder and picks up a nice 2-yard gain there for a 1st down. Johnson definitely not going to outrun anybody, but he's tough as they come. Lance Sims now on the reception, and he gets hit hard after a 9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1 coming up. Strong I formation again with a play action. Johnson rolling to his right. He's going to fire to Dustin Jones, the receiving fullback, who gets laid out after a gain of 9, I believe. 1st down and 10. Almost in the red zone. Johnson stepping up, firing to Adam Moss, the freshman, who makes a great move, breaking ankles. Moss trying to get into the end zone, but he can't quite get there. An outstanding move by Moss. Johnson now firing to Tim Foster, who reels in the catch. And the Jayhawks are right back in this game. It's a 2-score game now, and the Jayhawks need a stop on defense. Look at the quick out by Tim Foster. A decent ball by Michael Johnson, and a score nonetheless. Like I said before, 14-point game with about 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sears now with a quick pump to his left. He'll fire one deep, looking for his man, and it's knocked away. A great play there by Rodney Woodard. Jonathan Hester, however, right there on the coverage. Sears now dropping back to pass. He's going to fire to his left, and that soars over ahead of his receiver, Will Burnett, there on the coverage. 3rd down and 10 now for Texas. Sears dropping back to pass. He's going to fire to his right, and it's going to be hauled in by Troy Johnson. A 14-yard reception, a back-breaking play for this Jayhawk defense that's trying to adjust now. 1st down and 10. Sears with a quick pass out to his right, and Woodard's there to make the tackle. A 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 now. The clock winding down in this 3rd quarter. Sears dropping back to pass. He's surveying the field, and he's going to be sacked by David Pierce, his 2nd on the day, his 4th total tackle. He's got 4 for a loss. Sears now dropping back to pass, firing over the middle on 3rd and 14, and that's not going to get anywhere near enough yardage. It'll be 4th down and 3, and the Jayhawks are getting the football back. A stretch play here for Moss as he sheds a tackle and lowers his shoulder. Gets thrown around there, but picks up 5. Who cares how you get it? Just get the yards. Moss with his 4th carry on the day, and the Jayhawks trying to push the envelope here. Johnson dropping back to pass. He'll fire to Lance Sims, and he'll reel in a first down on 3rd down and 1. A 4-yard catch there. Out of the gun again, Johnson dropping back, firing to Brian Johnson, who makes the catch this time. A 14-yard gain and a first down. Third quarter nearing an end now as Moss is going to try and pick up yards on 2nd and 10, and he'll get brought down. It'll be 3rd and 11 now. Got to wonder what happens if they just let the clock run out there. Johnson now out of the gun. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to fire one for Isaiah Higgins, who's no one around him. Higgins makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. A 52-yard touchdown. And there's your picking up the slack. Isaiah Higgins gets wide open. Busted coverage, could you say that? What happened? These Texas DBs were on him like glue all day, and Higgins breaks free. There's no one around him for 15 yards. It's a 7-point ball game. Texas taking over now with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left as Huff is going to run, and David Dixon's there for the tackle. 0-yard gain there, 3rd and 10 for the Longhorns. Sears dropping back to pass. He's going to fire one deep for his man, who goes up and makes the catch. Patterson climbs the ladder and makes a back-breaking catch on 3rd down and 10, taking the wind out of the sails for the Jayhawks and going from bad to worse now as Sears picks up 13 yards on the keeper. Trying to bring the heat is Kansas as Sears with a read option, and Sears has some room to work. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, a 13-yard run. It looked so good for the Jayhawks, and now they're behind by 2 scores. Johnson firing to Johnson, who can't reel it in. The Johnson-to-Johnson connection has been shady all day. Johnson rolling to his left, and he's going to get brought down for a loss. A sack for 11 yards there for Texas. It's going really bad now. Johnson firing to McMillan, who can't haul it in. You got to wonder if I don't use her, does he make the catch? I don't know. 1st down and 10 now. Sears not finding anyone. He's going to roll to his right. David Pierce can't make the sack. Sears with a cut to the outside. And Jerry Harris knocks the ball out. But the Longhorns recover. Can this get any worse? We were so close to coming back, and now Sears firing to Dowdle with his 2nd touchdown reception on the day. This is getting bad quickly as Johnson is going to step up and fire to Isaiah Higgins, who makes the catch at the sidelines. The Jayhawks down by 3 scores now are going to have to hurry to the line. 2nd down and 10 here. Johnson firing to Robinson, who gets hit immediately, and the ball pops out. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Jayhawks. Making some audibles at the line. Johnson now firing over the middle to Brian Johnson, who makes this catch. An outstanding catch there on 3rd down, and it'll be 1st down there. 2nd and goal now as Johnson tries to take it himself, but he is met by the Texas middle linebacker, and that did not go the way Michael Johnson thought it was. Dropping back to pass now and hauling it in as Steven Christensen. But is it too little too late for this Jayhawks squad? Texas now just trying to run this clock out. 3rd down and 4. A big down as Sears throws it to Derek Huff, who's wrestled down by David Dixon. And this game isn't over yet. 42-28. Kansas trying to make something happen here. 1st and 10 now. Johnson dropping back, firing to Brian Johnson, and it's intercepted by Mays, who's taking it down the sideline, and that looks like it'll do it. Brian Johnson, the receiver there, making the tackle. Texas just trying to wind down the clock. 2nd and 11 here. Pistol formation. Sears now with a read option, and he's been killing us all day on this, and he will do it one more time to the 5 and touchdown for Joseph Sears. The quarterback from Texas has torched the Kansas Jayhawks on the ground today, and that would do it. An opportunity wasted for the Jayhawks. They had a chance to upset number 20 Texas and make a statement that they belong in the elite conversation of the Big 12, and instead they get blown out. Michael Johnson, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 302 yards. Those 2 interceptions absolutely killed us, though. We lost points on both of those. There's 14 right there. Joel Robinson and Adam Moss did an okay job on the... Actually, they did a horrible job on the ground. 65 total yards. But did we give them enough opportunity? I don't think that I gave them the opportunity they deserved. Receiving the ball, Isaiah Higgins 5 for 110 and a touchdown. Tim Foster had a good game. Brad Meadows is going to be out for 2 weeks, so Tim Foster, I think I'm going to move to the number 2 spot. He's got better hands than Brian Johnson. Defensively, Jerry Harris was busy. David Dixon, he had a busy day per usual. David Pierce has come on very strong. I'm impressed with him. 74 overall, and he's got 2 sacks in this one. But the Jayhawks just could not muster up enough on defense to keep up with this stud right here. Joseph Sears had 3 touchdowns through the air, 15 for 20. Very efficient. How about 159 yards on the ground? 76 for their starting running back, Derek Huff. And then for Justin Holland, he had 4 for 24. The Jayhawks get beat at home by the Texas Longhorns. That was a tough loss. That stung. It angers me. I thought we could have played a lot better. Thought that I should have run the ball more. I did not trust Joel Robinson and Adam Moss to get the job done, and they will definitely get more carries in the week upcoming. Against Central Michigan University, they are 2-0 and should not be overlooked. However, we are getting picked to win another home game for Kansas. And that is where we are at. I will give you guys a recruiting update soon. If you guys enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. I love all the support. But until next time, I am Chuck Downfield, and we will see you soon. Have a good one, everybody.